This is video number 2 of today. Uh, I don't even really know how to go about this video. I don't know what to start off by saying, so I'm gonna just go try to wing it. This is finally going to be talking about the reality TV shows. Not all of them, because baby, we'll be here all day if that was the case. But there was once upon a time just like the Bad Girls Club, centered around fighting and acting a fool. Now I went and found over 40 and I took screenshots of them because I'm not really having nobody trying to come for me copyright wise. I might be taking a risk with the screenshots, but whatever. So I'm gonna let that play. I'm gonna read off this little list and we'll talk about it. Not gonna talk about it too much, but because I'm also a little tired. It's almost my bedtime. So obviously you're going to see that a lot of this is basically going to be fighting. Different TV shows, same thing. I might pronounce some things wrong. Be easy on me. So the first one is Naja's Bad Babes. Spring Break Baddie's House, Miami. Hood Princesses of Atlanta, and I noted that there was a lot of gay behavior. The Valley Girls. Fresh 18, Young and Turnt, which was women and girls in gangs. The Real West Coast and East Coast Baddies, which was on season 4. The Girls Club, which was a bunch of trans women, and not surprised, Ray J was the producer, and he's going to be on one of the screenshots. Hot Girl Summer Splash. Greek Life, Young and Reckless, which was on season 2. Sunday Service, there's a screenshot of that, which is a ghetto court fighting on air. The Real Florida Boys, which was mostly gay men. The Aunt T podcast, which is on Zeus Network. And that's basically what Rick Ross' baby mama, Black China's mom, and I don't know who the other lady is. LGBTQ Baddies Funhouse, which is on season 5. Batter Boys, Who's the Baddest? I Love Nye 2 times. Now, that show was a poly girl who was looking for a third. And it was one episode where they said that they had woke everybody up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, had a little house meeting basically to say that y'all supposed to be up in here fighting for the love of Nye and y'all getting along. They don't like that. Then it was another one where the girls, it's girls and boys, they had to get the girl's name tattooed on them. No, ma'am. Then I have a screenshot of this. They had one where they had to like go and pick a paper out of a bowl to see who was going to take a bubble bath. So it was 4 girls in a bubble bath. Yeah, no, ma'am. Then there's the Boys Next Door, Houston. There's Upstate Baddies, the It Girls, East Oakland's Finest Baddies, the Baddies of Las Vegas, which is on season 3, Cashmere's Dollhouse, the House of Fades, which was on season 2, the Real Side Chicks of Los Angeles, Zodiac House, Atlanta, she got a black eye, Hotties of LA, the LGBTQ Baddies Boot Camp, which was on season 4, the Mean Girls of Los Angeles, the Baddies of Florida, Train to Go, South Central Baddies, Batters UK, Battle of the Sexes, Coming Up Miami, Witty Duo, and that's people tag teaming fighting together. Jocelyn's Cabaret, which is training a bunch of strippers. Pretty and Ratchet, Certified Hustlers Club, Pretty Privilege, Central Cali Baddies, Fun House, Baddies University, Jack of All Trades, and then a Real Baddies of Jacks, which I'm assuming is Jackson. I'm sorry, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. So yeah, and then in between all that, there's about 11 networks that are responsible for all these different TV shows. Now, one of the first things that I noticed that it seems like I said, I'm not gonna actually show any clips, but it just seems like a lot of these TV shows were a bunch of people that came together and decided to do a show. Very, very cheap and low production. Look like they just said, well, let's go ahead and rent out an Airbnb and go fight in people's houses. And this my first thing is obviously this is over 40 opportunities for these girls who are 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. Some of them are much older, like in their 50s. But still, this is primarily a bunch of young girls who are going to run, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to become famous, trying to have an opportunity to be on TV. And they sitting over here going in a house full of strange women, not just strangers. They all strange women going fighting. They going up in the fighting in a wig caps, bras getting pulled off. You walking around the house half naked. Sometimes they are butt naked. And a house full of men, house full of women. It's just no. And then another thing is, there was one screenshot from the let me see, Fresh 18 Young and Turnt. I'll go back to it eventually, maybe. But it says something about how like they're not trying to promote the behavior or whatever. They just trying to give somebody an opportunity to make like $15,000. And this is my thing. If you go sit over here and especially with black people already being in the shackles that we are in, if you go sit over here and try to create opportunities for our people, once you come into money, once you do all of that kind of stuff, and if you trying to give somebody money, trying to give somebody opportunities to make better for themselves, they shouldn't have to go on TV acting like a bunch of fools. I was watching Jocelyn's Cabaret earlier today, the recent episode. Some things that they say that I've heard a lot on these different shows was they will fight every single day if they need to. Everybody always saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do my big one." A lot of people feel like they work too hard to be there. They deserve to be there, and that's on Jocelyn's Cabaret. I mean, yeah, they fighting in their drawers and their bras. Like I said, house full of women, house full of men. A lot of these people they don't have a disagreement without disrespecting each other and fighting, glorifying the same things that's been having black people in a chokehold. Oh yeah, and there was this scripture that my pastor mentioned before. That was I should have highlighted it because this is so tiny. But it's in the second Maccabees chapter 4. I want to read it specifically. Oh, it's from verse 9. Training up of the youth in the fashions of the heathen. Yeah, don't that sound right? Just about right. If God don't do nothing else, he'll flock his people front to back, left and right. So yeah, it's just and hold on. I mean, I got this going slow because I want people to really see. But there was also hold on. I'm gonna take this off for a second because I want to make sure I get all my things cleared. So if you go back to my very first video, I had talked about like the songs, the music and stuff. Well, there's one girl on there who named Stunner Girl. She was on Baddies, one of them. I don't know. She was on one of them TV shows. And now she has a which I'm gonna have to take this off because you know she has a TV show now that's with the same foolishness. And I'm just gonna show y'all this interview that she did. Hold on, I'll go back. This ain't the type of person nobody needs to be looking up to. All love at the end of the day, but no.
My cases were really just because like I had I was in the streets and I'm taking care of myself. So The one that I went down for all those years was a robbery, and I had a gun charge and a fake ID. So they was basically just tired of seeing me. You feel me?
Nobody got shot. Felt like you was habitual, like
Yeah, like I keep seeing this little here. The judge already knew me by name. You feel me? So when I came back to the court, they was like, "You."
Yeah, we tired of you.
Tired of your ass. And I was already a delinquent. So basically, I was a ward of the state, of the court, not the state, the court.
Yeah, well, the court.
Yeah,
So you
so
was in placement and
yeah.
all that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's just they get tired of you because it'd be like camp term. They get you
Yeah.
short, and
And I
you
wasn't
doing
staying
the
in no
whole.
group homes. Like the only
Yeah.
group home like I stayed in probably was when I went to foster care when I was like 12.
So what you just used to AWOL as soon as you get there?
Yeah, I would be gone. I'm not
You just did.
Yeah, because my first charge, they immediately put me in a group home. I didn't even get a chance to be like, like I got some family members, somebody that could come get me. They just like immediately put me.
That's what I was.
Yeah, so it said that she had got 4 years in jail at 13 years old. And this is the same person who a lot of women, a lot of young girls are looking up to and all that, going run to be on her TV show and stuff. No, ma'am. Then I was also collecting these game ads because, child, this is a conversation for like children, raising kids and stuff. And a lot of people, I want to say this too. A lot of people, like to say that, like, especially when it comes to a person not having no kids, like some people feel like you shouldn't be speaking on this because you don't have no children. The only thing that qualifies a person to be a parent is sex. Don't. It's not like nobody took a test. It ain't like, oh, Esme failed the test. That's why she don't have no children. No, I'm not having sex enough to have no children. And I said it a long time ago when I was young, and I stand on it. I'm not having nobody's child unless that man tells me in his right state of mind that he wants a child or another child. Other than that, you will never see me with a baby. And I have to be married first. So if you feel like I'm worthy enough to carry your child, I should be your wife. That's how I feel. And I'd rather do things properly than, but yeah. Basically what I was saying is, like I talked about it before in like the Mothers of Failing video. A lot of people that have kids are very distracted by the things of the world. And like I said it before, my pastor talks about it too, that a lot of people don't even realize that Satan is sitting over here playing around with your children. Women sitting over here focusing on stuff that don't matter, trying to beef with somebody over some man that's not worth 2 cents. We're sitting over here so caught up in this fake sense of beauty, trying to keep up with the world. Your children are in a room watching that kind of stuff. They playing these video games, and that's what I was showing. They playing these video games. This was an ad. I mean, come on now. I don't even know what the game was, but yeah, we can't show everything here. Censored adults only. There was another one. Hope y'all can see this. It's literally a game ad. They shooting arrows at each other. Then there was another one. Oh, I gotta say the time.
As much as possible. Your hole evolves depending to your strategy. Bigger is your hole, bigger the vegetables you can collect are. Of course, big ones have more impacts on the enemy. When the time is out, let's fill the fridge with what you have collected. Be aware, your fridge needs to be fully loaded. If you collect all the tiny veggies, you can't be the winner. Hole and fill, play now. Fill the hole is harder than you think. Size does matter, dude. Let's show us your talents. So you got loads of vegetables to collect as much as possible. Your hole evolves depending to your strategy.
Yeah. It was another one. This is like, I forgot what this one. I added it earlier. Well, whatever. This one says your arch rival, the Versace family, has injured your people and said that you are doing stupid things every day and you should retire. What will you do? One of the options was send people to his turf and do a surprise attack, insult him verbally, or swallow your pride and bear with it. The next one says, make sure y'all can see it. Nah, I can't see it. Pregnant Amy was kidnapped by the mafia. Pay with fake money or call the cops. Then they said the mafia is threatening Annie Give her a gun for self-defense, run away, or give them all the money. Annie choked on a bullet. This is a game ad, mind you. You're expecting twins, right? Keep the babies or get an abortion. Family life, that's the game. Hold on, let me go back. Family life. It was a game ad for that. There was another one. There's no sound. They playing spin a bottle, stripping. Once again, this is a game ad. And mind you, I'm not playing nothing crazy. I'm playing like cooking games, stuff like that. And yeah. Break up or join them. Game ads. And then the next one, he's saying that's not his child. Ask her or just get a divorce. And then this one, they supposed to be working at McDonald's. The man looking for his people. They sitting over there having a striptease show, and the options are fire everybody, take a video, or remove the censor, which is 18 plus. A lot of curious children will sit over here and download that game just so they could try to remove the censor. And then a lot of these games like that, it's just crazy. And then I had took this screen record with this girl. Once again, people crazy. She's a mom.
I woke up around 4:30 a.m. I did some skincare, and they did instruct me to shower before my bed. Come with me to get a BBL in Mexico. I woke up around 4:30 a.m. I did some skincare, and they did instruct me to shower before my appointment, so that's what I did. I also asked my sister to braid my hair just so it could be out of the way. I got one last look at my body, and then we traveled 13 minutes across the border to Mexico. I chose Da Vinci Aesthetic Surgery for my BBL, which is an all inclusive surgery center and recovery home. I will post all their information and how much they charged me on screen. These are the three doctors that perform surgeries here. They took me up to my room. They got my vitals. They gave me this beautiful room with shower and toilet. Also, it had an extra bed for any guests that you want to stay the night with you. Marco helped me put on my compression socks, and then we said a quick prayer because I was very nervous. They put my IV in after that, and then I got taken up to the third floor, which is where they perform the surgery. Stay tuned for the recovery. Bye.
Yeah. That's just all we really have for today. Hopefully it opens some people's eyes to some things, because I know a lot of people don't know about half the stuff that I just talked about. And that's all the videos that we're recording today in the class.